recording. Okay, so for those playing at home, when we want to add a target to our live link face, we just push the gear, the top left, click on your live link name. That's the name that's going to show up. You might want to give it a unique name if it just says phone. And then you're going to add a target. And then if I wanted to, for instance, I'm going to assume that some people are going to download some of these apps, or somebody's going to actually target my computer. Somebody feel free to put in my new 0 tier, so I'll do that with you guys. So go ahead and, again, do 192.168.192.53. So everyone at home wants to do this, they can add my IP address over 0 tier. All right, so I'm going to say add. I'm going to leave the port blank, and I am recording this. And now it's a part of my my list of targets. I'm going to come over here and then pull down on settings to reveal the app again. And let's go ahead and I will open up. First of all, I'll do the face AR example. All right, here it is. We're going to take a look at good old Kite Boy. So this has all the default plugins installed. There's really not much work to get this going besides installing the app itself. All right, here's glorious Kite Boy in all his glory. And I will do the face tracking map 2, which has a little HDRI background. There you go. The boy is not a real boy, he's just a face pasted on somewhat of a body. Cool. And then there's a thing called Live Link that I've been mentioning before. You can find it in your Windows and open up Live Link here. With me opening up Live Link, I can see Tenray's phone. I can see Victoria's phone already that are over the VPN, and they can puppet the face here. Victoria, are you ready to be a performer for my puppet?
Yeah.
All right. So super cool. I'm gonna kind of select him, and there's a thing called animation blueprint. We've done very briefly regular blueprints, but you can imagine that animation blueprints are more about the motion of the animation, right? They're about skeletal stuff. The Kite Boy has a skeletal mesh, but it's using an animation blueprint here. We'll make one from scratch, but right now we're just going to take this for a test drive. I'm going to open it up, and from here I will choose Victoria's. And for everyone who wants to see, look at your little grid, go ahead and animate. Should work. Come on, slow down. Camera's going crazy. F. All right, Victoria, are you animating?
Well, it kind of froze, so
Okay. Well,
yeah.
luckily I have Nart right here. Nart, would you like to be a performer?
Sure.
All right. So.
Okay, record?
No. You could just. You don't have to do it locally. I could do it here in Unreal.
Okay.
So we'll do a little. I'm gonna hit the record button, and I'm gonna find a folder to put the animation in, and I'm gonna call this one Nart. And when I say okay, you can begin performing. Are you ready? All right.
Okay.
And you can record locally. You would record maybe an audio file, record CSV files, but we're going to just do it all in here for right now. Okay? And 3, 2, 1, go.
Hi, everyone. Here I am. Oh, wow. Look at that. That's really going through.
Yeah, so it's got your head rotation. All right. Open your mouth wide. All right. Puff your cheeks out. Right? It gets puff cheeks. Blink. Right, yeah, so you can do one eye at a time. So this is ARKit. The ARKit is 52 different blend shapes that can get you some animation. Cool. So, and just as easily, I can run over to Tenray. Now, you're in the same FBX file, and you're now recording your head rotation and stuff to the same file. I hit stop, and we just created an animation. And there it is. So today we're going to learn how to prepare characters for these 52 blend shapes. Okay. Let's do another one real quick. Again, you guys are doing it remotely from across, whatever physical barriers are between us. Let's do it for, let's go ahead and save that because I'll want that later. Let's go ahead and do the Metahumans. I'll show you how to navigate that project. So, Metahumans. Again, Metahumans, I was able to show that we could do mocap with that as well. We'll maybe play around with that. Get rid of stupid Steam VR. Open Sesame somewhere. All right, it's on my other window. Here we go. So this is the Metahuman project. They've made this a little bit easier by just putting it as an exposed variable on the blueprint. So now you don't have to go digging into the animation blueprint. This is even easier to animate. Again, this is much more refined. This is 2 or 3 years later what cubic motion and 3 lateral have been doing. I can see that, Victoria, are you still frozen?
It's working now.
Okay, I'll give you a chance. So we're just gonna, we'll just go ahead and choose you now. And we can hit simulate. And there you go. It's actually animated because it's playing a sequencer.
Metahuman, the next generation of
let's stop that nonsense. There's a new, I'm gonna open up the blueprint and I'm gonna show you a new node. There's a new little node right here called Live Link Skeleton. And what's really interesting about what Unreal's doing is they're moving towards not using a play button anymore. That just everything is always rendering no matter what you're doing. Oops, I already had one because I already added it in. I can delete it, but I do have a Live Link button. Here we go. So what I can do now is instead of waiting for the blueprint to execute, I can maybe go into my animation blueprint, add you in there. Again, we haven't really gone over the interface of animation blueprints. You can obviously add in your live link face subject. Here's your variables, and I could choose Victoria. So now Victoria, you're animating this, and with the live link plugin or live link component in a blueprint, I'm not even hitting play, and you're now doing motion capture for the face. The same thing happens for motion capture data from OptiTrack. We don't have to hit the play button. Virtual camera work, there's no play button. So I'm assuming Unreal 5, there will no longer be a play button. Just they're getting rid of all that kind of stuff. So cool. You're now puppeting this Metahuman character. As you can see, it's even way, way, way better when it comes to fidelity of the stuff. Cool. So the idea would be that I understand that not everyone has an iPhone, but we can all network, and I'm everyone's guinea pig. If you just ping me, I will perform for you for your midterms. If you want to do facial stuff, I was super interested in this stuff when I was at school, and I'm glad that even though you'll see that it will be a step to make it, you'll see that it's much easier and it can be fun. So I'm going to just go ahead and save that. And I'm going to close out here. So I'm going to talk a little bit about face tracking. I'm going to stop the recording. I'll